Hello, today I am in the county of Cheshire. I am currently between Crewe and Manchester. I am next to the Jodrell telescope, aka Jodrell Bank Observatory. Jodrell telescope because it was named after the professor, well, I don't think it was a professor, Bernard Jodrell, who died in 2012, almost 100 years old. So Jodrell Bank was founded in the mid-1940s, and then the Jodrell telescope, another look at it, was built in the mid-1950s. Now, in regards to, so this place is it's basically the National Space Centre in the United Kingdom. So the telescope was built in the 1950s, and in the 1960s it was the height of the Cold War between the Soviet Union and the United States. And it was, I think, 1961 when the Soviet Union managed to send the first man into space. 1969, there was the Apollo 11 mission, Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong and others, who from Florida were launched up into a rocket, and they were the first people to land on the moon. One small step for man, one huge leap for mankind. And seeing that footage, I could just imagine them landing on the moon. They must have been a huge adrenaline rush. We're finally here, we've done what no other human being has ever done. They jump up in excitement, and then they realise because of the gravity limitations, it's going to take them an age to come back down again. So Jodrell Bank did, with both the Soviet mission in the early 60s and the American one in the late 1960s, Jodrell Bank tracked both missions. With Apollo 11, they tracked the launch, they tracked their return to Earth, of where the astronauts were quarantined for a period just in case they brought back any hostile lunar bacteria. Also here, it is a research centre. They're still trying to find out so much about space, because we look up at space every night, and as long as there's been civilization, as long as living beings have existed, it's been there. But we know so little about it, really. So they're constantly researching, because we're just one planet in one solar system around one sun, of which there are many, many, many more. Also, here they are constantly keeping an ear out and an eye out for extraterrestrial activity. So it's watching to see if there are any anomaly signals from outer space that indicate that potentially alien life does exist. I mean, that feels a bit like it could be potentially playing with fire, because what happens if, say, they're in the control room, the phone picks up and it's like from a civilization light years away that is more advanced than we are, and they announce that we are coming, and in 20 minutes time we are going to invade and take over Earth. It's like the ghost hunters who go round to old haunted buildings trying to communicate with ghosts, only for something hostile to come out. It's a place of Jodrell Bank. It does have a visitor centre, so members of the public can visit it. It's well worth a visit. It's ever so fascinating, and it's always well worth a visit. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.